Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go from snowy Cleveland, and off we go from Cleveland. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete here. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Browns, nothing.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Let's go, boy, let's go!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, 133. Just like that. Let's go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Play fake. Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Browns, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. caught left side. It's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rondale Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Running for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield on play action. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Pettis now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield drops it off for Chubb, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
Touchdown! Rondell Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position. completion on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A handoff to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be.
That's caught inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
That's complete to Chase.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here's
Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This no-gimme in the snow. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.
you